a tofu scramble today, and we have some kale, the mushrooms, red pepper, some tofu, white onion, garlic, a little bit of olive oil, and I think that's it. Generally, I cut the center out first. Yeah, I work for a lot of small businesses, and the amount of stuff you have to do just like by yourself in order to make it succeed is really, really just awe-inspiring. It's interesting balancing career and work. I never knew. I often said that I wanted to be like a fireman or policeman just to shut people up. I never actually had a desire to do that. I told people. And I found out that like I really wanted to be an actor when I was in high school. Like I did a production of Tom Jones. I got cast as Mr. Partridge. The opening of that play is like a 4-page monologue by him. And I was like, Jesus. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. It was a really good experience, and I met some amazing people, and I was like, I could do this. I could do this for the rest of my life and be happy about that. Little did I know it's a whole lot of other shit that you have to deal with. And you know, it's not all being on the stage. Much more sane to have some sort of business plan. And that's the part that I've struggled most about, is like becoming an adult and figuring out that this is a business and how to approach that in the most efficient way possible in order to do what you want to do. I don't know. A lot of people say that they work to live, they don't live to work, but it's sort of both in the arts, I think, in any sort of field in the arts. Because you're constantly working in order to do what you want, which is work. And like, even when you take a vacation, you're not taking a vacation, you're on call. A big thing that I read when I was like applying for side jobs and whatnot is there's a site called Glassdoor. It's sort of where employees rate their workplaces. And one of the things that comes up more than anything else is the work-life balance and what that company does to sort of promote a healthy work-life balance. And I think the first time I saw that, I was like, what the hell is a work-life balance? Because honestly, every waking moment that I have is spent on trying to secure future employment. I was in New York for 5 years, came home for Christmas, and my dad sat me down and he said, I'm gonna die. Somebody's gonna have to take care of your mother. What are you doing with your life? I was like, what's wrong with you? He's like, nothing, but I'm gonna die. And I was like, that's a really terrible way to start this conversation. And 3 days later, I applied to 3 grad schools, and I got into one of them. But I really like performing. I do. I like delving into character and research and dramaturgy. Honestly, I've always wanted to do a CW show. I really love shows like One Tree Hill, Dawson's Creek, and all of that. There's something that's so saccharinely honest about a lot of what's captured. It's idealistic, and I think that's what I gravitate toward. I'm actually really excited about this. My brother is very, very good at cooking. In college, he used to say things like, I'm hungry. Does anybody want to make a snack? I'm going to make some stuffed mushrooms. So we got kale. My dad's like that. He lives on a hill. He planted trees so that he didn't have to see anybody. That man looked 20 years into his future to build a fortress of solitude. Which is hilarious because my mom is very, very social. It worked out for them. I have a brother. My dad used to tell me I've got another one. Don't need 2. It's not that big a guy, but he was like 15 feet tall in my eyes. Except for he was like the least coordinated person in the entire world. I totally beat him in sports when I was 6. My dad was a gynecologist, so he was not so focused on the athletic spectrum. He had other things to console him that he was good at. A little bit of a cook salad.
Hey, my name is Aaron Arnold. I'm going to be showing you how to cook one of my favorite vegan pasta dishes. Alright, let's do it. To start off, we need to preheat the oven at 400 degrees. I've already done that. Well, I've been full vegan almost 2 years. I was like off and on before that. And I got experience in my first vegan experience was when I was in college. My parents decided to go vegan. They tried a bunch of different like other kinds of diets before that didn't really work out. So every time me and my brother we'd come back from college, we'd always eat vegan. And I moved out to LA a couple years ago, and you know, after watching the same type of documentaries and reading the same stuff my parents did, I thought, man, I could really be vegan full time. And yeah, it's pretty easy out here. But so I guess I went vegan for like health reasons primarily, but you know, the ethical stuff, that's good too. There's really no bad reason to go vegan. Very nice. And we just need to place these tomatoes in the pan. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, drizzle it with olive oil, and bake. I was in Ohio. That's where I grew up, middle America, and you know, grew up with the typical American diet: meat, potatoes. But you know, went to school for acting, and then actually both me and my twin brother did, and we moved out here. People are pretty health conscious out here, whether it be from, you know, nutrition or you know, just like being active. Obviously the weather's great. So I like tend to go more towards, you know, comedy, but it's like pretty much, you know, just anything that interests me, anything that tells a good story. They don't make enough vegan movies, so if they start making some of those, you know, I'd be in. Spielberg. Never eaten cow. I don't know, whoever comes up with all those good vegan documentary names, we need that guy to start writing feature films. You know, we could use some vegan porn too. It's the first time I ever said that. I haven't thought about it. I don't know what that would entail. Mom, if you're watching, turn it off. Back in high school, I got involved in like the plays. I was no like serious actor then, obviously, but I really liked, I don't know, it was just something to do for fun. I did that and track. And then like, by the time I got to senior year, I like stopped doing track and just liked doing the drama part. Then I thought like, oh, this is something I would like really like to do. And I went to school for it. And after I graduated, I moved out here. And I just like telling stories. And I like becoming a different character too. I don't know if you can really like remake a good John Hughes movie, like, you know, like Ferris Bueller or like The Breakfast Club, because it just won't be the same. But I just like to bring up John Hughes from the dead and just work with him. Just let this simmer for 3-4 minutes, but don't burn. If we wanted to make a sauce that's extra creamy, we'd have to use a blender, but we don't have a blender. Otherwise we'd be making margaritas too. Just just need to check on those tomatoes and develop a pasta dish. Oh yeah. So today we made a tomato and garlic pasta, 100% vegan. It looks great. It smells great. The roasted tomatoes, the garlic. You know, it's really easy to be vegan. You don't have to be like a girl or a wimpy guy. Anybody can be vegan because you know, you can do it for health reasons, ethical reasons. There's no wrong way to go vegan.